everybody, you are in my kitchen. This is Stephanie. I am so happy to see you guys. Thank you so much for always coming, always being there, liking, subscribing, and sharing. Listen, today I'm getting a chance to make some Jamaican style brown stew chicken. So I'm going to show you guys what ingredients I'm going to be using here. All right, in here, I think I got about 6 or 7 pounds of chicken. There's some boneless, skinless thighs in here. There's some chicken wings in here. So you see how big this is? But first we gotta marinate this stuff. So first we got the chicken. And then we have, these are sweet peppers, you know. And I don't know, since I got so much chicken, I got so much bell peppers. And I give you a recipe basically on a smaller batch than this, but I got a lot, so you know, we'll have enough for the week. And basically also this is my Sunday dinner, and I'm cooking it now because I need it cooked now. I need it cooked because it takes a while to cook this. Not a long while, but it takes too long on a Sunday video. So I've got some white onions here. They're just, you know, roughly chopped. And I've got over here, right here, is some scallion. This is like 4 bunches of scallion, roughly chopped. I love scallion. I'm going to use some garlic, a bit of garlic. I like garlic a lot. I'm gonna put garlic in there. When you make your brown stew chicken, make it the way you want to make your brown stew. Put the things you want in them, you know. This is the stuff I like, so I'm gonna put some stuff in there. I got some, a little bit of carrots that I'm gonna throw in mine. The only thing I didn't show you yet, I'm gonna put butter beans in too. I got some garlic powder I'm gonna put in. I got some ketchup I'm gonna put in. I know the real Jamaicans sometimes don't put ketchup in it, but I'm gonna put ketchup in mine because I like it like that. And paprika, I'm gonna put some of that in there. I'm going to put some browning in there, Grace Browning. This is, you know, good stuff. This gives it its color. So, you know, unless you use the sugar method, but this gives it its color. So I'm gonna put that in. I'm also gonna put, this is Scotch Bonnet. It's you know, it's in a concentrated form, and I'm only gonna put like a couple of dashes in this because I don't like it too hot, but I'm gonna put a couple of dashes in to give it a kick that I need. The last time I made this, I also used this fish and meat sauce, which was really good. So I'm gonna put a little of this in there also. And the pimentos really is allspice. So I got some ground allspice and I'm gonna put some of that in there. And I found this in the store, some green seasoning. I'm gonna throw a little of that in there. This green seasoning has scallions and water and celery, salt, coriander, garlic. It has jalapeno, chili peppers, cornstarch to thicken, and white pepper, basil, thyme, sodium benzoyl. So it's got a little bit more than what my real veggies are in it. And it does have a little bit of jalapeno pepper in it. So again, I don't want too much spice. So, but I'm gonna put a little of this in there. That's why the Scotch Bonnet is just getting a drop. I don't want too much spice for me. So I have this chicken seasoning, which is really good. I put it on all kinds of other food. So I'll put this on there. This gets a little kick in it too. So we're gonna do that. Then I have allspice seasoning, a Caribbean brand, and I'm going to put that in there. And I have a little black pepper, just a little, it's going in there. I'm gonna put that in. And I'm going to put in some red onion powder, which I do like also. And then I have some, this is some ginger. So it's a ginger paste. I'm gonna squeeze some ginger in there. And of course, you gotta have some thyme. So when I get started, I'm gonna put the butter beans in at the end, but you'll see that. So this is what we're gonna do right now. And I need to marinate this, so this is what I'm gonna do. Here's the chicken. let's just start with the garlic. I'm gonna put some garlic in here, as much garlic as I want. So I'm gonna put at least 2 of these, 2 tablespoons, at least, heaping tablespoons of garlic in here. Because I like garlic. Garlic and I are friends. Here I'm gonna sprinkle some red onion powder in. And I mean, sprinkle it like this. I'm gonna put enough in here because I'm gonna have to, you know, get it all over the place. And this is a bowl. So I'm gonna put it, in this case, I think I'll probably put about 3 tablespoons in here of this. Nothing but onion powder. Matter of fact, let's finish it. Gotta buy more. So, about 3 tablespoons in this case that I put in for this much chicken. Then I'm going to put in some of this all-purpose seasoning. And it does have some sodium in it. So, actually I'm going to take the top off. Again, enough I'm going to put in here. So, enough for me, 3 tablespoons, maybe. Okay, enough. Okay, then we have, let's try a little bit of black pepper. Gonna put a little bit of black pepper in here, just a little. Just so you know, that's enough. If that is a tablespoon, that's a lot. Maybe half a tablespoon. So that's gone. Then we're gonna try this chicken seasoning. So I'm gonna put, at least, in my case, I'm gonna say for the most part, it's gonna be about 3 tablespoons of seasoning that I'm putting in here, approximately, okay? Then I'm going to put in some allspice, okay? Maybe about a tablespoon of allspice, not even. It's a sprinkle, really. Half a tablespoon, I'd say, of allspice. I'm gonna put in some paprika in here. Pepper. So I'm gonna, you know, again, about 3 tablespoons, not gonna hurt nothing. This doesn't have any salt in it, so that's okay with me. Then, now I'm gonna put a little of this in here. Maybe, you know what, maybe I'm gonna get a spoon and tell you exactly how much I'm gonna put in here. So this is a teaspoon, but it's, you know, teaspoon from your drawer. And I'll say, I'm gonna get some of this out of here. Don't want to come out like that. Okay. I think I put like about 2 tablespoons in there. So I just shook it out actually. So I think it's about 2 tablespoons of this green flavoring, green seasoning. It's called green seasoning. And I put about 2 tablespoons of that in there. Now, put some garlic powder in here. This is garlic powder. And I'm putting, guys can see, I'm going to put this, again, 3 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. I put regular garlic, I put garlic powder in here. And now I'm going to put in some of this meat, fish and meat sauce. Stuff is good, I tell you. Walmart, I believe I got it at Walmart. And I say I'm putting in, I say this is about a good tablespoon. Good tablespoon. And I am, the Scotch Bonnet. I am just putting a shake of this stuff in here. Not just a shake. That's it. I don't want a lot of this. I don't want a lot of hot. Just a shake. Then, and if I want, I could put more in later, but I think that's enough for me. And if you guys want more, please put more, but I'm not doing that because it's hot. I don't want hot. And then there's browning sauce. And again, it's about a tablespoon or 2 in here. So I'm just eyeing it. Just a little. That's it. And do I have it all? I believe I do. The only thing I didn't put in here yet is ketchup. Ketchup is gonna wait until when I'm cooking. I'm gonna put some ginger paste in there. That definitely needs some ginger paste. So that's a squirter too. Call it that. Has to have some thyme leaves in there. So I'm gonna put some thyme leaves definitely in it right now. Some fresh thyme. That's what's going in here. If you got some outside, you need to put that out. You know what else? Hold on one second. I want to put in here. Okay, guys, I forgot to add that not only am I having these veggies over there, you see those tomatoes right there? Those are from my garden. They're going in. Those tomatoes are going right in with the whole thing. So that's what I want to get over there. So we're gonna get this party started already. So you see I have all the ingredients in the bowl. And now I'm gonna add all the veggies too. All of them. See, this is a lot. This is a lot. I may even have to get a bigger bowl. Yes, I think I might. Okay, guys, this is in action. I'm gonna see if I can find a bigger bowl than this. Okay. Hopefully this is bigger. We'll see. We shall see. We shall see. There we go. It's still gonna, yeah, it's a little bit bigger. It's a little bigger. And I'm gonna keep this because I'm gonna get the good out of that. And I'm gonna put it in the pot. So I am still on my way with this here. Okay, so probably needs more. That's okay. We'll work this out. We'll work this out. Cause that's what we do. Putting the peppers in now. And I'm gonna put in the carrots. Put some carrots in here. And why I want to do this? Cause I want this to everything to marinate. And since there's a little left in that pot, I'm gonna put a little browning in here. So guys, just get yourself a big enough pot in the first place. But I'm gonna add a little more browning. And I'm gonna add a little more fish sauce. And I'm gonna add probably some more all-purpose seasoning on here. A little bit. So a little more all-purpose seasoning for the pot. And a little more chicken seasoning for the pot. Alrighty now. Usually, I do not use gloves when I'm doing this. I usually don't. But I don't want this browning and this sauce all over my fingers. So I am gonna put on some gloves today. So right now, but I got some oil in this pan. I got some vegetable oil in the pan. And what I'm gonna do is start to fry this stuff up. This is my butter beans. These butter beans are going in. I'm gonna couldn't find butter beans. I'm having an order come, but I'm gonna guess how this is all the butter beans I'm gonna use. So anyway, I got some butter beans and they are going in at the end. That and some ketchup. And my tomatoes are also gonna go into this thing. You guys didn't see me with the tomatoes, so let's get going. So we got this. It's getting hot. Here's the chicken. Here's the chicken with all the veggies in it. I finished putting the rest of the carrots in here. Now what you're doing here is when you are cooking this chicken, you want to get off all of the vegetables. You don't want this vegetable mostly on here. You don't want anything to burn, and you're just going to brown it. So you want to get the veggies off of here, and then you want to put it in. Now if you have, and you want that sound, and if you had any of this chicken with, like this one, it has some skin on it. Try to put the skin down. Want the skin to get cooked. Now I'm going to be doing every single one of these. Every single one of them. It's going to get done here today. So I'm going to put them in and take off the veggies. And that's how they usually do brown stew chicken. They do not, they fry it, you know, but it's not fried until it's done. It's just to get a brown, just to get some brown on it. That's all they're really doing. So if you can see what I am doing, that's how it's done. So you just want to, for sure, get most of these veggies off, and this will be going in batches. So I'm going to show you the first batch, then I'm going to keep going, and I'll be doing it without you guys on camera, and you'll see all the rest of it. So we're watching it right now. Let it cook. Okay, I'm going to turn some of these over because I think all I want is for them to get brown. They don't have to get done. They just need to get brown. So I'm going to turn some of these over, and as you can see, look at that. You see? You see that? I've got to show you. I've got to show you if I can get this out so you guys can see it. If you see that brown, can you see? Oh, you can't see it. Let me get it for you to see the color I'm looking for here. See? Look at this color. It's brown. This is what we want. And when brown, you don't want it cooked, you just want it brown. Okay, so I'm gonna, here's a nice one. Nice and brown. And I'm turning them over. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah. So we're going to leave it for this side for another few minutes until it gets brown. And you're going to see me pull them out. Then I'm going to take you off camera so that I can do the rest. And then I'll be back when they're all done. So that's what we're going to do. This is a lot. No sense in you watching the same thing over and over again. I'll show you what happens when we get to that part. So here we are. Pretty good. There's some brown chicken in here. In here. Piece of a leg, of a wing. I like the wings, so those would be the parts I eat. I definitely like the wings. I like white meat. And you make this with whatever part of the meat you like to make it with. So I'm putting them into another bowl right now so they can all get ready for the next step. Put them all in there. All I want is brown. All you want to do is brown. Guys, I actually finished cooking up all that, browning up all this chicken, and I wanted to show you guys how much grease and stuff is in this pot. And we are not keeping this grease. It's too much. It's too greasy. And that's, like I said, I don't like cooking with grease like this. And look at all that grease. As a matter of fact, look at this stuff at the bottom of this pot. I found me another wing. Okay, look at all that grease. I don't want all that grease. And I don't know how much of that burnt I'm going to take. But I'm going to show you. I'll be back because I want to dump out this grease. And I want to show you what I'm going to do next. Okay? Be right back. All right, now I'm back on. Now, what I did was I took out, guys, the most of that black that was in there, but still there's some in there. I just thought it was way too much. Now I saw another video where a person did restaurant style, and they did not fry up the their chicken first, and that's because they had a really big batch like I just did. So I just don't think that it need to have all of that in there. So I took it out. That's my opinion because it was too much. So now, though, what we're going to do is come on back up in here, and I am going to turn this on. So I still left some of this good in here, and that's fine. And I have maybe a little, what I might do, just a little. I have just a little oil from before. I'm not going to use it all. I'm take just a little bit of this oil out. See? Got a little oil here. It might pop me because there's water in here. So you got to be careful because there's water definitely in here. So it's going to pop, I'm sure. Well, it didn't pop me yet, but it will. Here's all the rest of the veggies. I am going to dump all the rest of the veggies in here. Now, all of them is going in. So they can all get, look how much vegetables that is. A lot. So they can all get a little, just a little saute. So I just want to saute them up and get them just a little bit, just to get it going here a little bit. And give it like 5 minutes. Just pull them, pull them down a little bit. They don't really have to be a whole lot. So all these veggies are doing its thing. While this is just simmering down, I want to put some hot water in. This is my original bowl right here, and I just want to pour some hot water in here, just so I can get the rest of that seasoning, because that's really good stuff. So I want to try to get what I can get out of this, and I'm pouring it all back into the other bowl I had, so I can get as much, just rinse it all out as much as I can, and use the good that's in the bowl. It's good, even the burnt part was good. It was just too much, but it's good. That's the thing that makes the taste. That's what gives it the taste. So you want to have some of that in there. You want to have a little of it in there when you're cooking this. That's what gives it a taste. I'm just telling you guys. That's what it is. That's what gives it a taste. So I am moving that over just a little, and I want to get what I can get out of this bowl. So I'm just moving it all around while that is cooking down a little bit, while it's stewing down a little bit. I'm trying to get the good out. You gotta get the good out when you cook. So I'm trying to get the good right out of this bowl. Doesn't matter what you're cooking, you want to get all the flavors out. And this has some wonderful flavors. And that's what I'm trying to do. Get the flavor out. As I am cooking this down just a little. And I don't have to cook it down really at all because it's going back in. The whole thing is going back in for a good 40 minutes to maybe an hour, so it can stew down. So I don't really have to do that, but I am a little bit. Just get it down, stew it a little bit, just get it down a little bit. And then, the rest is the rest is magic. The rest is really there for you, you know. The other thing I'm going to do is, since I have this packet, this is a packet of low salt. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a packet of low salt chicken reduced beef bouillon. This is a beef bouillon, and it's reduced salt. And I don't like too much salt and stuff. You guys already know that. So I'm gonna actually sprinkle a little of this in here in the veggies right now. This is one package of that. So it's gonna give it, you know, a beef base. Now you know what, you could use better than bouillon if you want to. Actually, this beef, I'm sorry, that is a beef one. I should have put a chicken one in there, but that's a beef one. You could have put a chicken one in there. I thought I had a chicken one, but that's a beef one. And it's still okay. I'm going to stick it in here anyway. And you could use the chicken better than bouillon too. Stick that in there too. But I just put a little of that in just because. So, I'm going to pour this in with this. And it's already starting to stew down. You know, these are vegetables, so they're going to make its own water. It's going to make some water. And that's what you want. You want it to make its own water. Don't want to put too much water in. So, because it's making its own water right now. Now what I want to do is get the chicken. Not before I put the chicken in. I want to put some ketchup in. And I think I'm going to also put a little bit of sugar in. So, this is you know me, it's good. It's a good, probably at least a quarter cup of ketchup that I'm throwing in here. Get this thing going. Oh yes, I almost really forgot the best of all, point of the whole thing. It's my tomatoes. They can go in right now. They can go right up in here. And go ahead and get stewed down. These are my garden tomatoes. Came right up my garden, and it was another reason I wanted to make this recipe, so I could use my tomatoes up in the recipe. So I got my tomatoes up in here, stewing down with all this good veggies. Yeah, man, this is what's happening. It's good. Tomatoes in there, some ketchup in here. I'm thinking I want to put just a little brown sugar, just a pinch of brown sugar in here, and then I'm gonna put the chicken in. I got a spoon, and I'm going to put just a little of this light brown sugar. It's light brown sugar. That's all I'm putting in. In she go. That's all she needs. Don't need anything else. Carry on with that later. Gonna go on the side, get out my way so we can finish up this dish. So I put the sugar in, I put the ketchup in, I put my tomatoes in, put all these veggies in. There's some water in here. It is boiling down. It's coming to a boil here. And now, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We are gonna add the chicken back. Okay, guys. This is what the brown stewed chicken looks like. This is already browned, not done, it's just brown. So this is going in to stew down. And here we go. I'm putting it right in. Put them right up in here. In goes the grease. In goes whatever was in there. Goes in there with it. Okay. Going on this journey to become brown stewed chicken. Now I gotta stew down. Over medium heat, I'm gonna let it stew down. And I'm going to come back probably in a half hour so I can see what's up with it, if it needs anything else. And I will be back. Alright guys, it has been on here for a half hour. So I'm going to now take a look at it. I did stir it a few times. And now I'm going to stir it again. Oops. This handle is hot. That handle is hot. Really need a pot holder when we're going for this. So it's actually at a little, almost low heat, and it's really bubbling nicely. The gravy is a little thin for me, so I might put in some what you call that? Cornstarch. I might put the cornstarch in and thicken it up, but you know, it looks good. So I'm gonna let it run for another maybe 15 minutes and see how that works. But before that, I'm gonna give it a taste. I'm gonna give this gravy a little bit of a taste. And like I said, you don't put too much water in here because the vegetables make their own water. It's a way you don't need to do. You don't need to put more water than that in there. So this is enough. You just want to really have just enough water in there. Let me pour this over here. My own good here. My own spoon. I'm going to give it a taste. It tastes good to me. I personally think it's a little more salt. Sharita might kill me with that. But I'm going to put just a little more of this chicken seasoning in here. Just a little chicken seasoning. Just a sprinkle. And I'm going to put a little light adobe in here. Just a little. This is really all-purpose seasoning, but it's very light in salt. So I'm going to have a little of that in there. I'm going to stir it up again. Let it keep on going. Let this just keep going. It had a really good taste to me. And I know this chicken is really done. Let me see. The carrots are pretty good too. Carrots are good. The chicken is done. And I'm going to throw in the butter beans. I'm going to throw these butter beans in. Let me get this water, a little of the water out. So you know what? I'm going to throw it in, water and all. Throw these butter beans up in here. I only have 1 can of butter beans. Now, the butter beans also will probably thicken it up too. It'll help with the whole thickening situation. So I'm going to put it in, let it go for a little while longer. Maybe, like I said, another 15 minutes. And then we shall look and see what this is. Alright guys, it's been probably another 25 minutes because I got a phone call. So anyway, I'm going to look at it and get it going. Get out of here. This should be the end of it. So, let me turn it down a little bit more until it's absolute low. Look at that. It's falling off the bone. This meat is good. This meat is done. It's falling off the bone. And I still think what I'm going to do, turn it down real low now. So what I think I'm really going to do here is still put some corn syrup. This is that way the juice looks. The juice is actually not too bad. It's, you know, it's thin. It's thin juice. There's a lot of it, but I'm gonna thicken it up a little bit. I'm gonna thicken it up a little bit. That's what I'm gonna do. You see the butter beans in here? You know what? I'm gonna actually give it a little taste before I thicken it. It has stewed down. It is definitely done. This meat is done. This meat is done. So You can't tell whether it's the whether it's the wing or whether it's the thigh. You really can't really tell, but I know it tastes good. There's some mac and cheese with this. Would be good. Some mac and cheese and this chicken would be pretty good dinner. I'll tell you that. Because it's shredding apart. Here's some cornstarch. It is about it's actually this much cornstarch, and I'm going to put a little cold water in it and rinse and get it together. I'm going to put it in to thicken it up a little bit. But you don't have to do this if you think it's thick enough for you. And you don't have to do this. It's not really bad either, to be honest. It's really not. So, and I know tomorrow it's going to taste fantastic. So I'm going to pour this in. There it goes. That's it. And it will thicken up magically. And it won't look like it's not flour, so it's not going to have a white overtone. You're not going to even know I put anything in it except you thickened it up. Wow. I see bones in here, man. I see bones. Look at this. Now it's much thicker. Okay. Magically, it gets that thick. All right now. So now you got it. Now, look at it. Much thicker. It's that simple. Now I got gravy, thicker gravy. There you go. Right there. We're done. Turning it off. And I will take my thumbnail later. Maybe take my thumbnail now, but this is good to me. This is good to me. Back at it. So that was fun to do. It's delicious, if I say so myself. It is really good. And next time we meet, you know what I want to do? I want to do some oxtails. I did that at least once in my pressure cooker, so I'm going to do a video for that because guys, I told you I'm going to do it. I'm going to get that one done. And also I'm going to do some Jamaican patties because I've done that a few times and they were so good. So it's time consuming. So, you know, for time consuming things, I got to do a video. You guys cannot see me do this on a Sunday. So I'm back at it. I appreciate all you coming. And I'm going to take a little taste just so you guys can see. But this is the gravy. It's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. Got a little kick that I like. And it's not crazy though. Not that crazy kick. I don't like nothing that hot. But it's got enough. It got just enough for me. Anyway, I could taste the sweetness from the brown sugar and the ketchup and the acidity. Of course, we have the tomatoes in it. It's the acidiness of it, and see, that there is part of the bone. But yeah, it's good. It's good. It's good. Look at me. Look at me. And this is even going to be better tomorrow. So guys, I always appreciate you. Thank you for coming in my kitchen. Thank you for joining me. I so appreciate y'all. And if you want to learn how to do something, you can really do anything you want. Look up a recipe that you never made before and make it. Especially something you actually like, okay? And you'll be surprised how good you get at it if you just try it. All right? That's if I can do it, you can do it. All right? But guys, I will be seeing y'all soon. Mwah, mwah, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.